Hi, Alice. Nice to meet you.
Hi, lovely to meet you too. How's it going?
I'm great. How about yourself?
Yeah, I'm really well. I'm really well.
That's great. Congratulations on Bad Behavior. Thought it was great.
Oh, thank you. I so appreciate that.
Yeah, of course. And yeah, I mean, your performance was wonderful. I know you were writer, director, of course, and
Thanks.
Jennifer Connelly was wonderful. And I was curious what it was like, working with her and setting up that mother-daughter dynamic. It was great.
Ah, yeah, I just loved working with Jennifer. She's so generous and remarkable and smart and feeling and kind of like got this great sort of that, like real life twinkly eye thing. Like she can just be really funny in the most with with such simplicity. But yeah, it was amazing. It kind of worked out that because I spent so much of time directing her that I kind of had this like up close view of every micro expression, every version of who she was that actually worked really well for the mother daughter kind of well the not kind of the dynamic. Like there was something about even the kind of awe of her that made sense with where Dylan was coming from, in that the parent feels larger than life and yet so intimate, and also the trying to get them to do what you want. It's like weirdly worked as well.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it definitely worked. I mean, yeah, there were a lot of, funny and of course relatable moments. I mean, anyone who has a mom with, sort of a tricky or complicated dynamic, but a lot of loving moments too in the movie.
Oh
So,
yeah.
it was great. And, playing the stunt person Dylan, in the story, I mean, playing this type of character, did you, sort of develop like a newfound a love and appreciation for, stuntmen, stunt people, that whole line of work?
Of course. Yeah. I mean, I wrote it out of appreciation for that because, I've been around the block and, I've definitely tried to step in and have my own Tom Cruise moment of like, I'm gonna do it. And ended up with like some busted open toe and all that. So I have a deep appreciation for what those heroes do. Our stunt coordinator Dana Grant was actually one of the original Zelda warrior princesses, and has also been Wonder Woman and like all kinds of wonderful. So yeah, she taught me how to fall over well. She taught me how to roll and roll and roll and roll. But definitely, wanted to stay alive until the end
Yeah.
due to the directing part as well. So we had an incredible stunt double that actually was also Jennifer's stunt double and my stunt double, which I loved for the meta quality of her having the body of the mother and the daughter.
Oh, yeah.
Um yeah, and yeah, anyway. And she was also Nightmare Lucy. Yeah, she was also a sort of nightmare ego, which was really fun to shoot
Oh, cool.
as well. Oh, yeah. Sorry. I love all these people so much. It's nice to talk about them
Oh, yeah,
again.
of course.
Thank you for
Yeah, I
noticing
mean,
all of that.
yeah, when Dylan's doing those rolls like down the stairs and stuff, I'm like, you're watching, you're like, oh my God. Even though she does that for a living in the movie, you're still just like, watching through, wincing eyes and stuff. But
Oh, that's such a compliment.
oh
I
yeah,
love
yeah, of course. Of
Yeah,
course.
we always thought that she was more of an aspiring stunt. We thought I could get more away with playing an aspiring stunt person than an actual stunt person. I'm still like the second to worst person in any yoga class, but I can shred it out for a week, for not long enough for a take.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's all good. No, but yeah, it was great. And you talk about, you mentioned how you've been around the block, and Bad Behaviors, about a mom and daughter who are in the industry, and you said how you wrote this kind of with, that sort of appreciation for, the stunt person line of work in mind.
Yeah.
Could you talk about how maybe it was also maybe inspired by, like your mom in real life, and maybe if that, dynamic or relationship also kind of
Mm.
fueled the storyline in any way?
Yeah, like it's not inspired by my mom. Like she is a hell of a character and I love her to death, but
Yeah.
I it's definitely inspired by retreats I went to as a teenager and this feeling of um seeing people at a point where they were beginning to drop the role play of adulthood in search of something they felt they had kind of buried or left behind, and then lost the map for it. And I remember going at an age where everyone felt like, I was like 13, and there's a character in Bad Behavior who's just like kind of watching through the extremely wise eyes of adolescence, which are also, drunk on hormones, but like you can see things at that time because you're still being um kind of indoctrinated into your grown-upness. You can still have perspective. And yeah, it was really fascinating kind of seeing what kind of shields people were beginning to create around themselves in school and in that time, and how um, apparently how that kind of just becomes your own entrapment later in life. And I kind of love all this because I remember thinking, oh no, I don't, what do you do? And no matter what, I've still become a grown up and I'm still trying to figure out exactly the same things that all those people were. Like it's so personal. And I think that was something else that I was really interested in is how a popular there's so many kind of popular versions of a hero's story, but we kind of really need um some variants.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
really, yeah, for when we're actually full of confusion and shame, and it might the magic answer isn't actually that we're not responsible for anything we've ever done, but in fact we actually are. And that
Yeah, I agree.
yeah, there's something to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's great. That's very interesting to hear, behind the scenes, and, hearing, what inspired, and yeah, that's great. And, you mentioned your mom, and, I'm such a fan of your work and such a fan of her work. I was so happy to see her,
Yes.
win the director
Is the
Oscar
doctor. Yeah.
few years back. And I was curious if you don't mind sharing it. What's the experience like being directed by her? I know you've been in some of her projects and
I
you've
loved it. I
loved
loved
it.
it.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was so much fun because in the rest of my life, I don't like being told what to do by my mum. And it was kind of almost like, all right, you want to tell me what to do? Well, I'll do what you want me to do. And it was so great. She loves telling me what to do. And I love to resist, but it was just in that area that actually sometimes we have a more fluent um yeah, we're both like quite playful people, actually. We're very different, but we're both um yeah, like yeah, that was a really wonderful. Yeah, I loved that. It was brilliant fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. I remember when, like, during that awards season, I saw your mom at this like awards event, like across the room, and she seemed like such a fun person, like the way she was interacting with people. I was like, oh, I just want to be your friend. She was really like working the room, and yeah, so she just seems like such a lovely like down to earth, and like, so
Yeah.
that's great. And also, it's been a little over 10 years since Beautiful Creatures came out, and
Yeah,
that was such a wonderful cast,
I
alongside you.
know.
And was
I
curious.
was so lucky. What the fuck? I
Yeah.
mean, sorry. I can't believe we had Viola Davis
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
in the high
You
school witching library. But yeah, I love that. I love that movie because it a little bit has some of the Bothism that is in Bad Behavior. You're not good or bad. You're just Pittsburgh.
right. You stay in touch with,
Definitely.
Alden or, any of the other cast from that movie on occasion.
Oh,
You see them
uh,
more.
just like in just a lot of fondness, but for everyone. But I don't have any like long, yeah, just a lot of like loving feelings and fondness for all those folks. But they're all like movie stars and busy. So I haven't seen, you run into them sometimes and it's like lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, yeah, lots of lovely feelings, but we're not like, we don't have like the best friend bracelets or whatever, just a
Right.
lot of love. Yeah.
Yeah. I get it. I get it. Everyone's busy,
Oh no, everyone's busy. Yeah.
I get it. Well, great. Well, thank you very much, Alice. It was wonderful to meet you. And, I hope we can do this on your next project. This was wonderful.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I've got to hurry up and finish writing it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course. Nice to meet you. Thanks again, and take
Lovely to
care.
meet you too. Have a great
Thank
day.
you.